Hey everybody, welcome to your boy Dre's channel. Obviously, the collector safe space has been kind of quiet for a little bit, and I have been wanting to do an update for a minute, and I haven't. And this is kind of a quick live to discuss a little bit about what I want to do with the channel moving forward. Many of you know that I have my show with Dave on Wednesdays. Dave's mentioned, and that's still going to be happening. Um, but I also like to try to do stuff here. Now, I did make this massive plan for hitting 500 before January 1st. That's probably not going to happen, but it's a goal that I've set out for the channel nonetheless. I may push that goal a little further out to try to reach it, but a lot of people have been asking me, is the content going to change for the channel, Dre? Hey, Rolando, what's the idea? What are you thinking? What is your plans? Well, moving forward, this channel's still going to be content that I like to talk about, which is obviously geek stuff, nerd stuff, toys, toy reviews, that sort of stuff. The lives will be coming back as requested. Everybody loves my afternoon lives that were Wednesdays, or I set them to be Wednesdays, but they were pretty much Wednesday or Thursday, but now they're going to be Wednesdays, and they're going to come back on Wednesday, December 27th. Will be the first live back in like 4 months, and then it will be the last live of the year for this channel, and then I will take about a week. I'll take about a week off, and then I'm going to come back with some new Wednesday ideas. But that Wednesday, I will have Yukon Phil, because he requested to come on the show as the first guest back. So Yukon Phil will be with me, and it'll be a quick little hour because it's my one day off, or really I have 2 days off once I have my new schedule for work. You guys know I work from home, but I took Wednesdays and Saturdays so I can do stuff for my kids and my family on Saturdays, and Wednesdays pretty much just to work on the show and to go to the comic book store and to do some other stuff and run errands. So that's my plan. Now, those return, like I said, December 27th. What else is going on with the channel? What's the content going to be looking like? I have reached a point in my collecting, ladies and gentlemen, that I don't feel the itch to get the newest thing. I know it sounds crazy. I keep seeing all these channels of older YouTubers and older toy YouTubers that I follow. I've even interviewed on this channel or on iterations of this channel, and I just kind of hit a weird lull where I don't want to do the same thing. And in the sense of not wanting to do the same thing, it's more like I don't want to just run to Targets, run to Walmart, order something offline, get it in, because the new hotness. I've hit a point where I'm glad with my collecting that I can regulate what I want. I'm getting the pieces that I actually want and can display in my home. My pile of shame has actually gotten significantly smaller, which is good. And I'm going to buy pieces I really want. And I'm going to talk about those pieces and those lines. I do have some stuff that's come in, that's trickled in. And I've shown some of it off over the weeks. And I have, like I said, a huge comic book haul that I'm going to go over. But I wanted to discuss the content because a lot of you guys want to see more comic book discussions. A lot of you guys want to see more, like slice of life, real life stuff that I talk about when I keep it 100%, because I've always been 100% with you guys and girls on the channel. And like I said, it just hit me. Perfect example. My wife had asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I had said I wanted an Xbox One. I got real hopped up. I went and bought a bunch of the Xbox One stuff. I just returned all of it today. I told my wife, give me the stuff. I couldn't return like 2 games, which she'll return during the week. And I was like, I don't want it. I didn't even buy the console yet. I still want it. I barely have enough time to play on my PlayStation 5 and my Switch. Why buy another console that will sit? I was like, we can use that money to do so much other things and so much other fun stuff, and we're going to. And I asked for a couple of smaller gifts that I wanted, like some games for the PlayStation I wanted, and some other stuff. And my wife was like, "That's significantly easier to get." And I was like, "Thank you." And as far as collecting goes, am I going to stop? No, I'm not stopping collecting. My pieces I'm going to get will be better curated. And yes, Chris, trust me, I agree with you. PS5 is the best console ever. You know, I love my PS5. I freaking have bro. I got three controllers. I bought this one 2 years ago when it first released, and then I bought this one Black Friday because I needed a new one because the white one was kind of the my triggers were sticking, and the white one I want to clean up. But then I on Cyber Monday I ended up getting this cool stuff from my Switch. So I got these Joy-Con covers of my favorite Pokemon, or one of my favorite Pokemons, and it's the thumb. You get thumbstick and sleeves for the Joy-Cons. But the problem is I have an OLED, so the thing they gave me for the back I'm giving to my nephew Oliver. He plays his Switch, and his Switch is the older one with the kickstand here, not the actual OLED stand. So I'll be giving him that awesome Gengar scene that they have there. So, and Chris, you are one of the people that used to love coming on my Wednesday streams and watching it because you said you loved hearing me talk about whatever it was. So that's what I kind of want to do. I want to go back to that. You know, I've been feeling kind of lost in this whole humdrum of YouTube, of, you know, what do I want to do? How do I want to do it? Why do I want to do it? You know, I love what we do on Wednesdays. Me and Dave, the outer dimension is probably the most fun thing I get to do. And when I do these live, you guys love it because I talk to you guys and I keep it a buck. And I always tell you what I think and what I love. So I might bring some of that stuff back. I'll probably bring some of the wrestling talk back. You know, obviously with the hot news of CM Punk hitting WWE after leaving AEW so unceremoniously. You know, I may just dedicate a video to that and do a video for that. But yeah, I just kind of, you know, I know people have asked me, Drake, can you stream? That's actually going to be starting up too next year. I'm going to dedicate one of those Wednesdays to be a stream day. So if I don't do a live in the morning, like, or the early afternoon, I'll end up in the afternoon streaming a PS5 game I purchased, and it'll be from start to finish. Like, we'll do, you know, something cool. Kristen, that's how I feel. You know, it's like I feel like people wonder why I fell off or what. It's, you know, it's interest. It's not even like, look at guys like OG Geek. OG Geek had like 18,000 like subscribers, and then stops putting videos out. Seth, love the guy. Hasn't put a video up in like 3 weeks. Doesn't care about the monetization. I don't even care about the monetization. I just wanted to get the numbers so you guys could see more content and just it'd be fun. You know, but I'm also happy not with that. I've always been happy with that because I love just talking to you guys about, and girls, about what we do, what I love, you know. Plus I love to support my friends, Yukon Phil, Dave's Dimension, Colbane Games, Captain Spaulding, Duff's Dioramas, you know, everything plastic collectibles. I get to support so many people. Britterbug Gaming. I can go down the list, keep going. And when I get to support you guys, it makes me feel good. You know, at EC Collecting, the Wolfpack toy reviews, General Kenobi's Bunker. I can keep naming all you guys and girls. I love what you guys do, and I will support you guys. So enough of me talking about that. So I took the Xbox controller back I bought. I took back Halo Infinite that I bought. My wife bought me WWE, which she has to go return. So they won't, because I didn't have her debit card on me. So I'll return that with her later in the week. But I did pick up two things today when returning the Xbox controller. I had this before, and I have the DLC, so I can't wait to play this again. I'm gonna restart my Pokemon Sword journey, and then I picked up Oppenheimer. I've been wanting to get this movie. It was damn near sold out every Target I went to, and my Target restocked it this morning. So I got the copy of it. Dave, you'll be getting the digital copy. so you can watch it and we can talk about it. So that was the 2 pickups right there. I did get this, and I will show this. Excuse me. I picked this up as well today. Now, yeah, I did say I don't like Todd McFarlane, and me and Toddy Mac are on kind of on a possible breakup. But I've been wanting to get this. I love this figure. It looks weird, but cool. And the fact that I like Aquaman has a special place in my heart. It was the first movie my wife and I went to go see together. It was our anniversary. This year we're going to go see. We're taking the girls, and it's our anniversary, and we're going to go see the movie. We're going to reenact pretty much the anniversary. And I told my wife, I said, minus the kidney stones at the end of it, because she had to take me to the hospital that night because I ended up having kidney stones. So this time, no kidney stones. But yeah, this is King Cordax. Now, Dave's Dimension, my brother from another mother, did something really awesome. He sent me one of my Christmas gifts, or one of my Christmas gifts, because he got this for me, and we just pick up stuff for each other whenever we can. He got me Goliath, the last figure I needed to do the Build-A-Figure for the Hydra Stomper, which is significantly smaller, and I will be doing a review of those 2 figures. But I love my characters of color, and I cannot wait to take him out and look at him. But this was the surprise of surprise, folks. So Dave was like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, here's a list of some of the figures I would love. I did not know he was going to get this for me. Bada bing. Hatake Kakashi, my favorite ninja who I cosplayed. Absolutely love Kakashi. This is the SH Figuarts. I cannot wait to do a review on him. I am super stoked. The fire got lit when I got him. Now, a lot of you guys also tell me, Dre, you don't collect classifieds. I know, I don't. But there aren't that many female figures, like action figures. So I went to my comic book store yesterday, and I had like $230 of store credit because I traded in a bunch of like loose figures I had. And Rebel Base, big shout out to you guys. Love every single one of you guys. You take good care of me and my family. Always hook me up with great deals. If you're local to Charlotte, you can always go there. If you're not local to Charlotte, you can go on their website. If they have something in the store, you can order it and they'll take care of you. Oh, dude, you have the SH Figuarts as well? Nice. Now, like I said, I don't like picking up G.I. Joe classifieds, and they don't have any female figures. But Dave got me from Ollie's, because my Ollie's was sold out. He got me the Zatanna, or Zorana, which I think I've showed it off on this channel before. Let me just take her here. So he got me her. And I picked up Agent Helix. This looks freaking cool. I'm mad because we haven't gotten a Jinx. Like, you gave Chuckles, Tunnel Rat, Falcon, 3 characters from that movie, Sergeant Slaughter, same character from that movie, and you never gave me a Jinx. But I don't collect classifieds as much, but I do like female action figures, and this looks dope. So I was like, I want to have a female action figure, so I took it. I got it. This I got from my local comic book shop. I didn't even know they had it. I had pre-ordered it, and then I canceled it, and then the Amazon didn't have it in stock when I went to go look for it. It's in stock now, but I was like, I support local, so I got it. And that was the only action figure I picked up yesterday. And I don't know if I showed you all this. Big Bad Toys did their sales, and this was 50% off, and I got the SH Figuarts cloth cape Doctor Strange from the Multiverse of Madness, or in the Multiverse of Madness. Cannot wait to do a review on him. Been wanting this figure for a hot minute. And $45 instead of $90, win. All right. So people have been asking, Dre, what comic books did you get? Well, I have not been to the local shop in a minute. And he had to order some books for me because there were some that were not in, and there were some variant covers I wanted. So I'm going to be doing some more comic book reviews on this channel. Comment below if you guys like that sort of stuff when I talk about comics, because I know some people don't like me talking comics. But again, this is my channel. I'll do what I want. So I picked up Crave #1. This is a variant cover. It's a new Image comic book. It's about a dating app and this girl who's smart and a kid who's a guy who's real smart, and they hook up on the app. It's kind of like Tinder, but then the Tinder app in this comic book scenario starts causing obsession, and these are the only two people that are not like triggering that obsession. So they're trying to solve what the app's really doing. So it's got like a little supernatural kind of aspect to it. Oh, Rory wants me to show you what she got today. Rory, I'll open it for her. She got this. She got some Bluey figures that Papa and Mama bought her, and she's very happy about that. So thank you, Chris. I appreciate you, brother. Listen, when I get the chance on a Wednesday, bro, we got to talk. If you get the opportunity to come on, I'd love to have you on again, even if it's just for the hour on a Wednesday. You and I will talk, and I always appreciate the support, brother. So y'all are witnessing me have a daddy moment as I open this up for my baby. And she gets Muffin. I love Bluey. Here's Muffin. Here's birthday Bluey. Here is the neighbor. I forgot what the neighbor's name is. He's Bandit's friend. Peanut, there you go, Mama. And then you got Bingo, birthday Bingo. There you go, birthday Bingo. And then you got the microphone. And oh, it's okay. I'll get you that in a second. Here, there's your microphone. And I have no idea what this is. It looks like a excuse me, a case. Here you go. So that's Crave #1. I picked up The Vigil, which is a good new DC series. It's actually a team of superheroes out of Pakistan in the Middle East. It's actually really cool. It's a different kind of superhero series. I like it. I'm going to show these covers because I think they're freaking dope. Just trying to find a spot to put this stuff here while I work because there's a lot. This is Scorched. Now, if you haven't read Scorched, this is Scorched number 20 and 21. So 20 and 21. This is the Avengers of the Spawn universe. So like all the good characters in Spawn team up in the Scorch universe. Like it's King Spawn, regular Spawn, Al Simmons, She Spawn, one of the angels that befriended. It's actually a solid series. It's interesting. This is another one, and this is done in. And I love Jeff Lemire. If you guys have not heard of Jeff Lemire, he is the guy who did the Sweet Tooth series on Netflix. He wrote that comic book, and I absolutely love it. Lemire is like extremely popular. Him and John and James Tenney and the Fourth, they're like two of my favorite comic book writers, and just are amazing. So Lemire did this Phantom Road, which I got into. So it's kind of like a Walking Dead cover homage to Charlie Adler, who I've gotten to meet. Now, we got a lot of Marvel. This is the What If, the Dark Universe, and this is What If, the Tomb of Dracula. Now, everybody that knows the original Tomb of Dracula is where Blade had his first appearance. So obviously Dracula is doing something to Blade, so we're going to see what that is. And I just loved What If comic books when I was a kid. They were so freaking awesome. This is probably one of the best comic books out this year, Uncanny Spider-Man, which they need to make a Marvel Legend of this, of Nightcrawler in a spider suit. Like, please make this. It's awesome. This is also really good too. This is the new series of Thanos. So this is like a new, they're going to talk about it. I'm interested. And oh crap, I didn't even know they're doing this. I can't wait for January. Beware the Planet of the Apes. I just finished the first Planet of the Apes run, which was a modern run, which is going to be based on kind of the new modern movies that they were doing. And this is actually kind of like a throwback to the originals of the 70s and the late 70s. So I can't wait to actually see this or read this actually in January. I've actually haven't had to read these yet, but it's the crossover between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Street Fighter. I think I showed you guys. I got the variant covers before, so this is a right. Yeah, this is the B cover. Let's see. This is Scorched 23. Oh, sorry, this is Scorched 24, as it says here. I gotta find out if I have Scorched 22 and 23. Gotta double check. They might be in the bag. I just haven't looked. I just grabbed a bunch of my books. This is Marvel Gods G.O.D.S. This is a newer series. I haven't read the first one yet, but this is the second book. So I'm going to start to read those and give you guys a decent opinion about what they are. I've been into the new Guardians of the Galaxy. It's very much like a Western style, kind of like spaghetti Western. So this is the eighth book in that series. I absolutely love the Something's Killing the Children universe, and this is the House of Slaughter, which is a side story, a prequel story to some of the characters in the series. This is something that's been getting a lot of controversy amongst fans, which is the new Punisher. Who he is, I don't know. So I picked up the first book so I could read it. Again, these are Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and 4. I had 1 and 2 already. This is book 11 of 12 to the DC vs. Vampires. Love this series. Love it. Love the figures too. Tidy Mac, keep killing it. This is an Image comic book that I really like. It's called Junkyard Joe. It is like a robot super soldier that's fighting in the Vietnam War. And it's tied as this is a comic book character that's actually a comic book in another series that was actually a miniseries last year called Geiger, which is about a kid that was in a bunker who was survived the nuclear holocaust and grew up in the bunker, but got irradiated and then it got superpowers, and he became like a nuclear character named Geiger. Now, for those of you that are huge into the Predator, Marvel has done this awesome crossover that I could not wait for, and I had to get the first two. I bought 2 variant covers. Hi, Mama. And I got the Predator versus Wolverine number 3. This is a variant cover. It is really good. Obviously, I love the watercolor for this, and this is, like I said, James Tynion in the fourth. This is issue number 35 of Something's Killing the Children. Big shout out to Cincy Nerd. He's the one who put me onto this series about 2 years ago. Absolutely love it. This series is a Robert Kirkman series. If you guys like Robert Kirkman, he's actually tied to Walking Dead. And this series people have been asking for it to be turned into live action. This is called Firepower. It is amazing because the prequel book is got no dialogue. And it's all just pictures. So you have to follow the story through the pictures. Fantastic book. This series is awesome. This is issue number 29. And I think 30 comes out in like 2 weeks. This is the last issue, and I'm sad because it's such a good series of Steelworks. Steel started leading a team of superheroes called Steelworks, and it's actually really good. It's a solid book. I'm hoping they actually decide to pick it up for a longer run, or they give it a different thing. But this is kind of part of the whole dawn of the new DC. So very happy with that. This is also part of that, which is it's a story that takes place on Themyscira. My wife and I are very big fans of Wonder Woman. So this is actually kind of cool because I like her. She likes to read comics, but American comics, not Japanese. Like I like to read both. So this is actually going to be interesting. So I'm hoping. Hey, Dave, I think she'll dig this. So, it takes place between the rest of the world and Themyscira. Now, this is another one I've mentioned, one of the newer superheroes called City Boy. This takes place in Korea, and they've been mixing up a lot of the older DC heroes and villains with this character. In this one, obviously, you see Nightwing, you see Soups, and you see down here, Swamp Thing. So his power is actually he manipulates the city to do what it wants. Like the city comes to life. It's actually really cool. This is issue number 5 of 6 of the Cyborg solo series, which is actually really interesting. They decided to give some of these like heroes that are like not really big, but are big in other things in other books their own miniseries. I guess to kind of see what they would do. Cyborg gets his, and it's pretty cool. And this is book number 5 of my boy Frank Miller's Ronin series. I love this series. I was sad because this is not the glossy. This is the regular paper cover, but there is a glossy cover that costs a little bit more money. This is book 5 of the series, and it's still going strong. All right, that is the first stack we've gone through. Stack number 2, I'm gonna get now. My wife was like, "Jesus, Andre, when was the last time you went to the comic book store?" I'm like, "Babe, I haven't had a Wednesday off." And I said on the Saturdays we've been doing everything. We've been in stuff to do for the kids, so I haven't had an opportunity. So that's stack 1. Let's pick out stack number 2. Stack number 2 is a little bit smaller, so but there's a lot of still there's still bangers I think in here. All right, so this is part of a mini series that's going to be tied into a world event called Gang War, and this is Spider Woman. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to do in this. I love they always give her a miniseries, and it's like it never does well, and I kind of get sad because I'm like she's such a unique character that we don't really see a whole lot, and she had a very big role in Secret Invasion about like 10 years ago, and I'm like, why is she not a mainstay character outside of her own series? Then they have Luke Cage, which for y'all that don't know, he is the mayor of New York City right now. So very cool. So he's getting a new solo series. This is a new series that they're doing, and it's not really new. Marvel's been doing this for a while. It's called the Red, Black, and White series, and they usually pick a couple characters. They did it with Wolverine last year. They did it with Deadpool a couple years ago. They did it with Moon Knight recently, and now they're doing it with the Marvel Zombies. I love the Marvel Zombies universe. This is book number 2. Love this stuff. I'm a huge, huge fan. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, starting January of 2024, which is in a few weeks, we're going to be getting the first new wave of Ultimates, and this will be the first of these 3 books that they're going to have. And they said you never read Spider-Man like this before. This is a new Spider-Man. This is not Peter Parker, and it is in the Ultimates universe. So it's a very different. It's Mary Jane's not in there. It's a very different story. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be the X-Men in an anime style manga universe of the Ultimates, Black Panther, who is not T'Challa, and a Peter Parker who's not Spider-Man. Those are the first 3 books, and I think this is their retesting of the waters to see if we're going to be interested in the Ultimates universe again. I am, as a diehard comic book fan. We're winding down on this current run of Moon Knight. This is book 29 of, I think the 30 is going to be, or 35 is the last run. So we're finishing out by March of next year. Again, I love Jeff Lemire. This is another one of his series that he's working on called Tenement. It's a anthology horror series that takes place inside of, guess what? The Projects. So it's a very dark series. It's Jeff Lemire. If you guys aren't reading Fish Flies, Tenement, there was another anthology series that I'm reading too. I'm trying to pick them all up because I love these horror anthologies. You're not going to always get them in a hardback. And Lemire is so underrated. People need to be like, if I can meet him, I would love to talk to him and just interview him because he's such an interesting person for the way he thinks. It's very like Stephen King-ish. They just brought his series back, and I'm very glad. It's Carnage #1. So I'm very excited for this. Now, this is for my wife and for me. I'm trying to get her the first 2 books of this series, which is going to be expensive, but I want them. This is Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. This is an independent comic book company that put out Harriet Tubman as a demon hunter during the times of slavery. It is a great, great book. It was a Kickstarter book. It got published, and my comic book store has been selling out of it. I've been asking them to try to back order me if they make a second run. They're not. It seems like it's a first run. So I now have to go on eBay's and spend $12 to $14 to get to get the first two books. That's book 3. This is Uncanny Spider-Man number 4. For those of you that are still interested and haven't gotten a hint that I'm a huge Spider fan, this is Superior Spider-Man. This is the Spider-Man Doc Ock took over his brain of Peter Parker, and they're bringing it back. So, love Superior Spider-Man. It's a very dark series, and I like it because it's like where Doc Ock actually realizes that he's a hero instead of being a villain, and he kind of actually takes Peter Parker from being poor to like being super rich. This is a new series that is kind of interesting. I got into the Batman and the Outsiders before, but now they're calling it just the Outsiders. And the team is going to be run by Batwoman and Batwing. That's Lucius Fox's son. And they're going to be a team of superheroes that are going to be kind of picking up the fringe assignments that normal DC heroes don't pick up. This is a new one that I kind of piqued my interest a couple weeks ago, and I added it to my pull list, called the Speed Force, a team of speedsters. That I like the Flash, so we're gonna check this out and see what we think. Daredevil is no longer on the Zdarsky run. They just ended the Chip Zdarsky run, so this is the new run. I'm gonna read it. I've been reading it. I like the art. So this is the Daredevil number 3. This is the regular cover. This is the new. Yeah, this is. I'm trying to see. So this is the miniseries for Geiger called Ground Zero. This is where Junkyard Joe, the character, came from. So this is a new series that they just started up this month called Ground Zero. I love that they did it kind of like the old school Marvel 70s covers. So it's a good series. Like I said, if you liked Fallout, definitely worth checking out. And we're down to the last 3 books, all Marvel. We're gonna talk about this because Colin, EC Collecting, and I are diehard fans of these of the of the line. He likes the NECA Aliens and Predators, but this is the Aliens. This is the volume 4. So this is the 4th story in the Aliens universe that they're doing. So ever since Marvel kind of got the 20th Century Fox license for the movies, they've been doing the books, which they got from Dark Horse, because Dark Horse was originally the company that would put these out. So now you can read them here. They're very good. They're always a different story on a different planet, but in the same timeline. So looking forward to reading that. This is Black Panther number 6. So this is a Black Panther who's been banned from Wakanda, and I'm looking forward to seeing this. And then the last book of the series the last book I got is Blade number 5. This is not a variant cover, correct? Yeah, this is not a variant cover. So Blade basically this is taking place after Blade's miniseries where we meet his daughter, and Blade's basically on a hunt to stop a cult that's trying to basically kill other vampires and use vampires, and he's trying to work with this like religious monastery in Asia to do it. So it's kind of cool. It ties into a lot of Asian lore. So I'm interested. It'll be good. So, oh, I forgot. And for those of you that say I don't collect Black series, I don't really collect Black series, but I did pick up a character I really liked that's from the New Wave, which is Professor Huyang, which is the lightsaber Baker from Ahsoka. I love him. I do collect Cosmic Legions, and these look really cool together. And since they don't make droids yet, I got him. And obviously, I don't think I posted this. I posted this to my chat groups, but yes, I got the Green Goblin not that long ago, and I got the Matt Murdock and the Zendaya Mary Jane. And I'm still waiting for my Big Bad Toys shipping of the whatchamacallit. Please stop moving the boxes. Thank you. Yes, here. There, your boxes, mama. Sorry, my little one was trying to move something and almost knocked over everything else. Um, oh, I did forget to show everybody else this. Now, I thought I canceled this, and apparently I forgot to. I thought I did, but I got the Batman Beyond uh, Justice Lord Superman 2 pack. I think this Batman looks dope. I'm not really a fan of the Superman. I feel like this doesn't look good. I might trade it away. I might just give it the store credit. I want the Batman. So unless any of my friends want to buy it from me, let me know. I'll sell it for literally. I'll ship it to you in this box if you want it, minus the Batman. But yeah, that's kind of been my pickups. The holidays for me, I'm not allowed to shop. My wife doesn't like me shopping for myself, because she knows. Um, I canceled a crap ton of pre-orders. Um, I didn't get the Poxis line for Mythic Legions. This is just didn't feel like sending the money. Um, I did pick up one of the new Cosmic Legion characters, the Scorpion female, which I did show off on the stream a couple weeks ago. And I do have 2 more figures coming in, both SH Figure Arts from Toyco. I'll show you guys those when those come in. I do have a box coming in from EC Collecting. I have something coming in from a friend in Texas. I have another box coming in from Dave. I have a box coming from my brother. So there are some things that'll be coming in, and I'll try to show you guys those things as I get the opportunities to. Um, Again, you guys know I love doing YouTube, but I do this for the fun of it. I don't do it for anything else. So, um, I love doing. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here for a quick little live. I was gonna talk more, but my throat's still. It's finally getting better, and I have to go to work tomorrow. So I want to keep my voice without hacking up a lung. Um, but do check us out Wednesday. Dave and I'll be back. I had a fever this past Wednesday, so that's why we didn't film. But we'll be back this Wednesday live. And like I said, my lives will be returning on Wednesday, December 27th. Then I'm going to skip a week so December the 3rd or the 4th, or sorry, January the 3rd or the 4th, I will not be live. And then the week after that, I will be weekly live. So that's the plan. I just want to say thank you guys and girls for supporting and watching. And there is new content coming. There are some things I'm kind of holding back on saying because I want to do some work on it and plan it a little bit better. Dave and I we have a lot of great stuff on the Outer Dimensions podcast. As a co-host there, you guys know that we were successful. I do want to thank you all, and I am getting the packages out slowly. I apologize. We did have an incident with my wife's car that her tire on the passenger side was completely flat and the rim cracked. So we had to replace the rim and the tire. That was an expense that my wife didn't expect, and neither did I. So, and then we had my daughter's birthday. So, those 2 things kind of hindered a little bit of me getting the packages out sooner. But I did mail Christmas cards out to many of you. If you guys did get them, please let me know. I hate that people are either telling me they're not getting them or they don't respond and don't tell me. I did take the time to write the card, and I'm going to be a little bit, I'm going to be on my soapbox about it. If I took the time to write you it and it's out of my pocket because I bought the card, I mailed the card, paid for the postage, just let me know you got it. That's all I want. It's like I'm not mad at you. I don't want one back. I just wanted to say thank you for being who you are, and that's it. Now, if you do want to send me a card back, that's up to you. Just let me know so I can anticipate it because our mailbox is like we live about half an acre back on the property, so our mailbox is at the corner of the street where my wife and I drive by it. It's not at our end of our driveway. It's actually about 150 feet from our driveway. So just let us know so that way I can let her know to look for it. All right. So I appreciate you guys. Um, Again, if you are wanting a card, let me know. I do have a few extra Christmas cards going out that are going to be going out to friends and family. I already spoke to those people and got their addresses, so they'll be getting out. And if you still haven't gotten one, just let me know. I know that I sent out, like I said, I sent out packages this week. I do have another round of packages going out next week and the week after. So there will be stuff that will be arriving after Christmas. So I will apologize to those. I did want, and I'm gonna say it to you, KBG, Aaron, Nicole Bain Games. One thing I ordered you is not gonna get here till after your birthday, and I don't want to ship twice. So I'm gonna bundle it so Jen and you get your gifts all at the same time. But I might priority mail yours just to get yours there a couple of days sooner. But we'll talk about that through text. Um, and like I said, I do have one more box or two more boxes for the people that have donated in one. I will get in touch with you and send it out to you. I did not forget you. All right. So I love you guys and girls. Thank you so much. Again, new setup, obviously, because you're seeing the back, not the couch. You can see the Spider-Man collection, sort of. You see the Miles Morales poster. You'll be seeing the Across the Spider-Verse poster up on the wall later this week, or probably next week. I'll put it up. And we still got to put our little tree up. We got to do 10,000 things. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you guys for participating. As always, my friends, stay geeky, y'all. Peace.